Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be working with a Face It level 3 player. We're going to do some server time. This comes after an hour of coaching beforehand. He's going to ask you a lot of great questions. If you are new to the game and pretty confused about what roles are, what nades you should be throwing, how you should be playing this, it's such a great session to learn from. As always, hit that subscribe button and let's go ahead and learn and become the best players possible.
Uh, what are the roles in the game? Like, I know there's Opper, Rifler, but like, what is the other ones?
Yeah, so your Opper is just like a set role, and then with your rifling positions, both on T side and CT, we are going to have different roles. Okay, and so I'm going to break this down. This is actually a great question. So there's some like strategic roles, which is like your IGL. He could be playing any of the other ones. Your IGL could be the Opper. Your IGL could be the other ones we're going to talk about. He's calling the strats. He's doing everything. He's kind of the leader of the team. As far as like physical positions, you have on T side entries, which the job of an entry is on site hits and just also most of your strats. He is running in and creating space. So like on B, when our team throws the CT smoke, he throws the backhaul smoke. Our entry is the first guy in, and he is just getting in there. A lot of times he'll have a Mac 10 or something if the money's low, and he will just be running in here, creating chaos, creating space, killing the guys that are blind, and he doesn't even care if he gets kills. He's just creating that space for the team and that info. So entry. Also, you have a player who is going to be your lurk, which also, again, a lurk actually could turn into an entry, but your lurk is generally going to be by himself on the other side of the map. On Inferno, it's like your halls player a lot of times. So he's just sitting here and he's trying to get himself into a forward position, maybe up here without being detected. If he can like sit here, he can then be a lurk. And when you guys are hitting B site, the pit player is running away like, oh, it's B. He comes out here, gets the kill. Maybe you guys on B are running into some difficulty. Now your lurk is here on A site, and boom, you guys can run back and have A site. Your
Yeah,
lurk,
so just like
yeah,
sneaks in, kind of.
yep, he's sneaking in. He's also giving information. Like maybe he gets no kills, but he's like, dude, like guys, there's three people on A right now. There's one site, one lane, and one pit. Well, now it tells your IGL like, dude, there's only two B, or maybe we got a kill. Maybe there's only one B. So he is also just like an info gatherer. Also, a job of your lurk is to fake sometimes. So he's gonna throw a fake utility out halls. Maybe he'll go back lane and throw like a fake brackets take or something. Just like creating that chaos. It's like I don't know. Also, the point of your lurk is to make sure they can't aggress. So while four of you guys are working B, your lurk literally might just be sitting here. And look, now he has this entire line where nobody on the CT side can go down. So that when you guys are doing your B strat, zero people, not a single person has to sit here and go, can someone flank us? No, four guys are literally just looking forward and getting ready to fight what's in front of them.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about
Yep.
behind.
This coaching session is brought to you by Skins Monkey. They are the best CS2 trading site out there. Swap out the skins you do not like and upgrade them into higher quality new items. I have personally used Skins Monkey to build my inventory and love how many features the site has. The best thing is that you can gain your own crazy deposit bonus of 35% by using my code KOJOMO. They also have a freebie section where you can get free new skins by completing tasks, and you also get a $5 bonus by clicking my link in the description of the video.
So your lurk, and also like your lurk is so important too, because maybe he gets no kills, he lets this guy rotate, or maybe no one does, and eventually you guys plant on B, and your lurk is coming through here and spawn late and killing all the CTs. Then as they're like retaking, he's killing them here. So then again, a good lurk is so hard to play against, because then these guys, even when they're retaking the site, instead of just worrying about you, they have to sit here and be like, oh dude, is he flanking us? Like, you know, guys, like there might be one behind us, and it just creates so much chaos. A good lurk is like so vital to just destroying the CT side.
Yeah, it gets them paranoid.
Then you have the support player whose job is to set his teammates up. A lot of times they're gonna know the most like nades. They're gonna like throw the util. Everyone should be throwing util, but he's gonna be like specifically the one that knows most things, and he is like setting people up. It's like, hey man, like say I'm the support player. They're like, hey Kojo, can you flash over? Can you flash mid for me? I'm flashing mid. Hey Kojo, can you pop us back into B? Flashing B to pop you back in. You know, set us up for this pick, or set us up for this. Flash in sight here. I'm just constantly the guy that's moving around doing that for my team. A lot of times your support player needs to be a good clutch player, because they're the ones behind. They're the ones that are going to be like having the bomb and planning. Your entries are going to die a lot. Your secondary player is going to die a lot. Which brings me into like kind of like the last role is like a pack rifler. That's just a word for a generic rifler. You're not necessarily an entry. You're not a lurk. You could be a support. Everyone could be. but you're kind of just there in the pack, like fighting everybody, trading, doing your thing. So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then as far as CT goes, you're gonna have your op or IGL that stays the same, but there's no lurk, there's no entry on CT side. Instead, generally, this is what you're gonna classify yourself. You need to understand your strengths and your weaknesses. And in pugs, it's always gonna change, but you're gonna have your star riflers, which are going to play rotator roles generally. And rotator roles is where they're like bouncing around. So like they might be the first rotator to go towards B on Inferno, and now they're like 3B with them, and then they bounce back around here. They're constantly moving between the sites and doing that. And then you're gonna have your like small anchor, which is on Inferno. Your small anchor is the smallest bomb site, which is B. He's sitting on B. His entire job is to be the last guy to rotate from B. He's the guy that is sitting here and like doing nothing. Even if he's by himself, he's got to be self-sufficient. He's got to play here. And then you have your big side anchor, which would be like your pit and halls player, pit/halls player. He's anchoring the big site. He's the last guy to leave the big site, which is A on Inferno.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. And there's always flexibility. There's always like, you know, except for like the opera should generally be the same every round, unless like on Dust 2, someone has like a spawn to go for something. But like even if I'm the pit halls player, I might do a lane setup with my team where we're actually all just fighting towards lane and halls is open for a second. So yeah, in general, that's a great question, man. Like that's how it's gonna look.
Okay, that clears it up a lot.
Heck yeah. Any other questions before I show you some specifics?
I was gonna ask on CT, which AR should I get? Which rifle?
The A1S for sure for you. The A1S. That's the one I used to anyways, but it's an easier spray control. It's just all around like a great gun, the A1S.
Okay, yeah, that's what I've been using.
Yep.
But I just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's really it for my questions.
Okay. Sweet. So the early round, like what I'm just gonna show you a few basics, a few good things you can do. Also, if you haven't seen already, I do have like an Inferno's tricks and stuff video on my channel where it like showcases like different like ideas you could do. It's pretty next level, honestly. It's for like higher elo players, but if you can just like soak in a few of the things, it's great stuff. Anyways, like early round, like I said, you can flash mid off, come through here and swing. Once your flash pops, you're swinging with it. Practice that a little bit. Just fighting these early mid guys. When you're going B, a good molly to throw early round is off this wall because it's gonna land here and molly off car. You can then use it to like peek behind, do stuff with. Also, if you want, you could always molly sandbags. That's a great thing to do. Or if you're in logs, you can molly corner. So like any of these are good. The point is like you're isolating different fights. You molly corner, nobody can help then. The guy is stuck sandbags if he's there. If you molly sandbags, he's obviously burning and has to run away, and you can catch him off and transition and get those kills.
Okay, yeah, that'll be good to know.
I'm going to show you specific smokes, but first, actually, let me preface with something that is actually way more valuable for you right now before learning like, oh, aim here and do this. Dude, just understand what choke points on every map you're playing you're exposed to. Like on B, it's pretty obvious. CT, right? They're going to rotate in here. So get good at throwing smokes. And I don't mean like sitting here and like aim. No, bro, like get out here, have your gun out, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Okay, no one's peeking. I'm still jiggling back and forth. And it doesn't need to be this slow. I'm just exaggerating it a little bit. So jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. No one's peeking me. I throw it, pull my gun out, and then I repeat. Do you see how I'm not like out here though, like throwing out here like this?
Yeah, you're not leaving yourself open.
Yeah. The only time you should just be exposing and running in like this is when you kill like 3 guys and you know nobody else is here. And it's like, okay, cool.
When
Like,
you have the info.
yeah, exactly. You could learn this good CT smoke right now. It's they updated the map and made it stupid. There used to be a much easier one over there. This one you got to practice this a lot, but get yourself on the logs here. You're gonna aim specifically like where I'm at the top right here.
Okay, yeah.
Boom, and then throw. I might even mess it up because I moved my mouse at the end there. Nah, it hit. Ultimately, like you want your CT smoke to land like that. I understand like this lineup is a little tricky. You're gonna have to practice it because like even me, I'm still not consistently hitting it. I need to throw it a little. I need to throw a few more 100 times to hit it every time. Like even there, I mess it up. It'll still land if you mess it up. It's just a little ploofy. Hopefully, someone comes up with a better lineup because they widened the Inferno Banana recently, which screwed over so many lineups.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. For backhaul, you can always get here. This is a really, no one at your level other than that purple guy on your team would probably know these smokes. There's like a box here. Like this whole thing makes a box. I just aim in this area and I W jump throw. I hit W as I'm jump throwing.
Okay.
and it lands off that big wall. It's a pretty loose lineup. Boom, it smokes off coffins. Mollies you can throw. Again, this is not the most important thing for you to learn right now. There's bigger issues, but it's good to think about this stuff. Is if you get stuck here, you can aim at this heart. There's like a heart, aim below it and jump throw. Okay, aim even further. Don't be like me. NA nades right there. Aim even further below the heart, and it's going to molly off new box. And then you can molly first and second orange by getting in the same spot and aiming at the edge of this windowsill right there. Boom. So with these two mollies, they land here, and look, nobody can play on this side. Again, not a huge priority. I just want to put that out there. More importantly for you, think about flashes. If your teammates are running in B, a great way you can support them. I don't even need you to learn a lineup right now. Just throw a flash high over this roof because they don't have to turn. It doesn't matter like if they know it's coming in or not. And look what it's going to do to everyone that's playing on site. It's just going to completely blind them. Your teammates are running in, and then boom, you're helping them out so much with that.
Yeah, okay, I'll start thinking about, like, I don't usually throw flashes for my teammates, so I'll try to think about, like, playing more with my team.
Yep. Same thing, like,
that way.
if your teammates are running up lane or something, and you're here, one way you could just flash over halls. Flash over halls like this. It'll blind anyone on site, killing them. If they're on Inferno, it's a little tricky. Like, if your teammates are about to peek arch side or something, like, flash lane off for them or something. Like, just simple things like that. Get good at throwing util for yourself though, because yeah, it does pay off to be more self-sufficient in your elo. Just overall in Inferno, I'm going to show you one lineup for this, but just you can throw this on the fly too. The most important A smoke is your moto smoke, because it cuts off all the rotators, so that you can focus purely on sight and pit. You don't have to worry about getting shot from there.
Yeah.
So like you could even throw it on the fly. Like if you're coming up lane, you could throw it off the wall here, and it might not land right, it might not land well, but you'll get better and better at it. The best way is to learn lineups. There's one below this windowsill. Come here, and you aim like where this is going to be on the left side there, and then use this as the bottom. So like you make like a, that didn't make sense, but you make like a line with those. Like you use those as references. Yeah, worst explanation ever. But I always throw this one because I'm opping and I'm behind my teammates where I get on this pipe and aim at the bottom of this light bulb.
Oh yeah, just saw this in a video actually.
Yep, it's so free, man. So nice. If you're ever running up mid, you can always help your teammates by smoking arch off. Always great. Can molly pit off that wall. Yeah. And I want to dive into some deeper like utility things, but first I need you to get more of a understanding with how we need to be throwing it. On CT side, man, like specifically, get a smoke. I like your assignment for like this entire next week before I meet with you again is buy utility as much as you can and use it as much as you can, even if it's horrible, even if it's bad. It'll at least give us like a reference, because that is like your area you are going to need to grow. And honestly, for your hours, you're already doing so well. But if we can get ahead of this, you'll progress so fast. On CD side, you can just throw it off this wall, by the way. You see how I did that? You can just come out here, throw it off this wall, maybe gun out, because our timings are being a little slow at the beginning. Nobody's peeking us. You could throw a flash off of this, boom, and peek with it. That flash is going to completely destroy anyone running up here. Ultimately, you do want to throw your incendiary like close or something though, and then smoke as well. You can also use your HE to nade in the slogs position. Lots of people play in there.
I usually molly that in most of my games.
I'd say don't molly it, because there's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason, and it's because in higher level we actually do a double molly take where one person mollies close, and then one person mollies in the middle here. It's not horrible, like especially if you know they're there. It's not horrible to molly it, and that's honestly fine, especially if you know someone's there. So don't be scared away from that. Don't be scared of it. That's fine. Yeah. Like I think that's like a good starting point. We covered a ton of stuff, like genuinely like a lot of different stuff. On CT side too, like I said, if they're ever rushing you or you have a smoke and you're on site, the easiest example on Inferno is if you're the pit player. Dude, yeah, just drop a smoke down. Drop a smoke down here. If you have a flash, bonus points, you can flash behind you. Boom, get a kill here. Float back around on the other side, kill the hall guy. Like, defensive smokes are so unbelievably good. Because like I said, like if you were in the situation on B, there's 5 people rushing you down. Even if you just drop something here, look how complicated this makes their sight hit. They're running in here and they're like, dude, wait, what? Where is this guy? Like, and they start shooting here, they start spamming, and all that does is give your teammates so much time to rotate in here and flash for you and stuff, which nobody's doing at your level. But eventually, again, these are great habits that you're going to build that will just progress you so much faster than a normal player.
Yeah, I'll try to keep those in mind.
But yeah, man, I genuinely like great questions, bro. Like I honestly, so I recorded this. I'm gonna send you the recording. I might even just use that like the role explanation, because I think a lot of players like have the same exact question you have, and that's awesome, bro. And also just like try to figure out what role is gonna be best for you. You don't need to hardcore stick to it, but think about your personality in real life. Think about who you are. Are you a loud, obnoxious person? Are you a quiet and reserved person? Are you just like someone who likes to help others? Are you, when you played sports, are you the star, like, you know, in soccer, like, are you the striker? In basketball, are you the point guard? Like, whatever, right? Like, and then maybe I'd say you should be opping or something, because that's the highest impact role. Whatever it is, think about who you are and express yourself in game through that. Because the funny thing is, and it's really cringe, it's really nerdy, but we literally are like playing as ourselves in this game. We're a human, right? And we're running around this map like we're playing as ourselves. And so find what you are in real life and replicate that in CS.
Like bring yourself to the game.
Yep, exactly. Because it does no good for someone who's like super loud, obnoxious, like outgoing person to be a lurker. Like that's the worst position, because like that's just not.
They're gonna get like bored of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah, yeah, you're spot on. Yeah, exactly. Versus like a super quiet dude that like loves it. He's like, dude, I love just sitting here and like waiting. And like for me, that's not my role. Like I would be one of the people that get bored, and I'd probably start throwing because of how bad I'd be at it. But yeah, so just figure out you.
Yeah, okay, I'll try to do that.